Hello, vinyl community. I'm Gary, and this is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and cheers. As keeping with the great Irish traditions, I am drinking a giant-sized beer and talking about my latest vinyl finds, which of course is a tradition that has been going on for hundreds of years. My first ones that I want to show. The first two are a couple of fantastic reissues that I just love, and I totally recommend them. First is The Police Around the World. This is a live album. It's recorded in different cities around the world. It's got 9 tracks on it. They all come from the first 2 albums. So it'd be Regatta de Blanc and Outlandos de Amor, which is a fantastic time period for the Police. So much energy on here. I already had this from Record Store Day, which is a double live album. It's early Police, and this is fantastic too. But I really love the Police, and I still wanted this because not only does it come with this fantastic record, which, by the way, look at these pictures. I love pictures of the Police back during this time period. This beautiful blue vinyl, and it sounds great. But it also comes with this DVD or Blu-ray, whatever it is. And this actually has more songs for some reason than what is on here. And I know that this has been out before and reissued. This also has a few other songs on it, besides that are not on the first 2, which, let's see, do I have, yes, I was going to say, do I have my glasses anywhere? I know Canary in a Coal Mine, I think, is on here. When the world is running down, you make the best of what's still around. Anyway, this is a documentary, and it's fantastic. Now, the songs, it has a ton of live songs on here, but like I said, it's done in a documentary style, so sometimes the songs are broken up. But it does have an extra 4 songs on here that are just from a different concert, and it's just, there is no other documentary type film in it. This is great. I mean, I love seeing the Police play during this time. Stuart Copeland, watching him play drums is so fantastic. I mean, hearing him on the records, on the studio records, yeah, it's great. But when you see him play live, oh my gosh, watch him play Walking on the Moon, one of my favorite songs by the Police. And to see him playing that live is just such a treat. Now, this might not be, I might not recommend this to the casual Police fan, but if you're a big-time Police fan, you will definitely love this album. Like I said, just full of energy, a lot of humor also in that documentary. Next up, holy smokes, another great one. We've got from 1985, Love by The Cult. This has been reissued. Finally have this bad boy on vinyl. This is where I discovered The Cult. This, of course, is their second studio album. And this thing is just amazing. I mean, when I was listening to it again, because all I've ever had is the cassette from this. And so, it's Nirvana, Big Neon, Glitter, Love. And by the time it gets into Brother Wolf, Sister Moon, I mean, I'm like, holy mother of peanut butter. This might be the coolest record I have ever heard. It's just great. And then on side 2, when it starts off with Phoenix, that song just sounds like it's, some heavy rock song with a lot of wah-wah from the 60s. It's got all that kind of psychedelic feel throughout this album. And, you can just picture like those 60s go-go girls, kind of doing that kind of dance to it or something. This is an amazing album. I mean, I go back and forth on what favorite album of The Cult, what my favorite album from them is. And Oh man, I don't know, because they've got a few of them, you know, between Electric and Sonic Temple, these three. But right now, I'm saying it's this one. I'm saying it's Love, because I'm just in love with love. Next up, from 1985, I picked this up there a week ago or so. This, of course, is Nervous Night by the Hooters. My good buddies, my brothers, Aaron and Jeff, had just been talking Hooters, Hooters, Hooters. So I had to pick this one up. It's a good record. I like it. Aaron was playing it. I actually bought that before Jeff did his little thing, but now it's like, hey, how cool am I? I got this. Next up, from 1982, it's MSB by Michael Stanley Band, of course, one of Cleveland's favorite sons. This is a pretty doggone good album. If you ever pick this up, you'll see it somewhere, because you can usually get it for a few bucks. This is in fantastic shape, too. This is awesome. Next up is from 1982 also. This is called In the Mood for Something Rude by Foghat. And I know, you know, we got some ringwear here. The vinyl itself, I won't take out of the sleeve, but the vinyl's in fantastic shape. And you know why? Because this album is not very good. So it probably hasn't been played a whole lot. This does not sound like how you would expect Foghat to sound, because I think they were trying to modernize their sound a little bit, and that's a mistake. They're a blues rock band. Don't change anything, Foghat. Next, from 1973, a double album. Check this out, kids. Tales from Topographic Oceans by Yes. Now, before you throw bricks at me and judge me, because there's ringwear on here and on this, you know, just kind of like when I got Yes songs, I looked in this bad boy, because, you know, it's not easy to find this, a double album, right, that's in good shape. But I don't know how well that shows up in here, but this vinyl is fantastic. The vinyl is in great shape. So for me, and they both look the same way. I love the custom label too. That's beautiful. To find this album, a double Yes album, where the vinyl's in good shape, you can bet your butt I'm picking that up. The next one I got because it just seemed fun. This is put out by Realistic in 1981. This is a combination of the Beach Boys and Jan and Dean. Once again, this is in perfect shape. I got this just because it goes back and forth. There's like a Beach Boys song, then a Jan and Dean song, you know, and so forth. And they do that on both sides. So, you know, just to have a collection like that I can play for fun. And, you know, it's not like you need a whole lot of Jan and Dean, right? But to mix it up with the Beach Boys, that's kind of cool. I dig it. I bought this one. This is Debbie Harry. This is In Love with Love. This is one of those maxi single kind of deals that they put out. I just got it because I love Blondie, and I thought this was a really cool cover. This comes from like a 1987, I want to say, Rockbird album, a solo album that she did, and you know, I just thought that looked awesome, so I picked that one up. Also, you know what, for fun, let's show a CD that I picked up for $3. Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream. Hell yeah, I'm going to pick that one up, because all I have that on is cassette right now, so that's, you know, one of my favorite Smashing Pumpkins albums. Might be my favorite, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's a good one. Let me also tell you about a couple of upcoming albums to be on the lookout for. Both of these come out on May 19th. The first is Death Wish Blues by Samantha Fish and Jesse Dayton. That's going to be awesome. You can check out that song, Death Wish Blues, on YouTube. They've got a video if you want to check that out. Another one from the same date, the band Yes, who I just showed earlier from a million years ago, is putting out a new album called Mirror to the Sky. Of course, you know, if you're not familiar, Yes right now is Steve Howe on guitar, Jeff Downs keyboards, John Davidson vocals, Billy Sherwood bass, and Jay Shellen now has replaced Alan White since, you know, he has passed away, on drums. They do have a single that you can check out on YouTube called Cut from the Stars. There you go. Those are my vinyl finds for this week. happy St. Patrick's Day, and thank you to anyone has taken the time to watch this video because I really appreciate it. I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Until the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.